serious deal.
When we're talking about murder, you're talking about the crime of all crimes.
Terrell, are you the shooter?
On April 20th, 2020, police in Florida were called in reference to a shooting that occurred in the middle of a residential street. When they arrived, they discovered 3 teens standing over the body of another, 19-year-old David Bartholomew Lyons, who had died from a single gunshot. It's always devastating to see someone who has their whole life ahead of them gone in an instant, especially when the reason for his death is as heinous as the one police would soon uncover. Because, though his 3 friends that had been traveling with him proclaimed innocence, that wasn't the case. And the date, 4/20, has a lot to do with it, if you catch our drift. First, police spoke with 16-year-old Bakari Williams, who was one of the boys at the scene. Because of his age, his mother joined him, which isn't the saving grace he was probably hoping for.
First and foremost, I know you went through a horrible thing that somebody your age should never, ever, ever see in their lives. This is a crappy thing, and I'd like to tell you that it's going to get better anytime soon, but it's not. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life, and this is going to hurt. Okay? I don't think that anybody 18 years old should be a victim of this. Okay?
Nobody.
From what I know of this kid, he got in a little trouble, but just stupid crap. But he was a good kid. That's everything I've heard. I said this is a good kid. I know his mama very well. So here's reality. Here's the truth. Okay. This kid has got beef with somebody, somehow, some way, and the only way I'm going to find out who, because I can't ask him, is from you guys. You guys are his friends, his brothers, your buddies, okay? And if he's got beef, you didn't really know him.
No, I was just in the car, just going with him to get him.
Okay. Who did he call to tell come get him?
I don't know, I was just in the car, so. Just he was opening the car door. As he was reaching for the car door, car rolled by.
Is the car going the same direction you guys are going, or the opposite direction?
I don't even know. I just know I just heard shots. I don't know how it is. And then,
okay.
Got out of the car and he was just there.
Okay. Did you see the car leave? He went down that street.
And the apartment? Which way?
Like, alright.
He's pointing south on Warfield.
Okay. I just
But
like make sure.
once he got out of the street, I don't know where he turned. I don't know if he went straight, left, right.
Okay. When you were pulling up, where did you first see him?
He was just walking.
He was just walking. Was he in the road? He was on the side of the road? Where was
Yeah,
he?
he was in the middle.
He was in the middle of the road. And he said, hey, I mean, did you just pull up or said
He just bailed.
who did?
The other kid.
Why?
Daddy came and got him and said, I ain't talking. I don't understand that, Mama. Do you understand that? I mean, we were trying to...
I don't understand that.
What's his name?
Javon.
The other kid was here.
Javari? I don't understand that thinking.
Do you know the mama? Can you talk to the mama? We are not trying to railroad anybody. But how are we supposed to solve crimes, solve the murders, if we can't get help? If he shot me, will Javari say, how you talking?
Now, the 3 boys at the scene were all friends, though how close their friendships were changes depending on who you ask, and when you ask them. Terrell Shamar-Lynam was the driver of the vehicle that David was found alongside. Bakari was in the back seat behind Terrell, and in the passenger seat was Javari Johnson, who, as you've just heard, decided to lawyer up immediately. It's something that sets Bakari's mom here on edge, and for good reason. Because in cases like this, where you're claiming to be an innocent bystander, there's really no reason to lawyer up. It's everyone's right, yes, but at this point all 3 of the boys were being treated like witnesses to a horrible crime. While Javari refused to talk, Terrell, the driver, had his own retelling of events, one that matches Bakari's a little too closely.
Give your nonprofit the productivity apps they know and love. Eligible nonprofits now get a 75% discount on Microsoft 365 Business Premium. Get started by clicking the link or visiting us at Microsoft.com/nonprofits.
ADHD feels like if I have to do this one simple task, I am greeted by a bunch of other roadblocks, which makes that one simple task a whole lot harder.
I found he wasn't paying attention as well as I'd like him to. Also, he was up, wandering around, pestering his siblings.
When I heard about Kelbury, I definitely had a feeling in myself that, oh, this is the medicine that I need to take.
I really started to notice that he was able to stay on task. When I'd watch him do his homework, he wouldn't get as distracted by small things around him. He was finishing his homework quicker, and he was able to do chores around the house better as well.
Kelbury Viloxazine Extended Release Capsules is a prescription medicine used to treat ADHD in adults and children 6 years and older. Important safety information. Kelbury may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in children and adults with ADHD, especially within the first few months of treatment or when the dose is changed. Tell your doctor if you or your child have or if there is a family history of suicidal thoughts or actions before starting Kelbury. Monitor your or your child's moods, behaviors, thoughts, and feelings during treatment with Kelbury. Report any new or sudden changes in these symptoms right away. You should not take Kelbury if you or your child take medicine for depression called a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, MAOI, or have stopped taking an MAOI in the past 14 days. Also, you or your child should avoid olozatron, duloxetine, bromeltinon, tasmelteon, tizanidine, and theophylline. Kelbury can increase blood pressure and heart rate. Your or your child's doctor will monitor these vital signs. Kelbury may cause manic episodes in patients with bipolar disorder. Tell your doctor if you or your child show any signs of mania. Do not drive or operate heavy machinery until you know how Kelbury will affect you or your child. Kelbury may cause you or your child to feel sleepy or tired. The most common side effects of Kelbury in patients 6 to 17 years are sleepiness, not feeling hungry, feeling tired, nausea, vomiting, trouble sleeping, and irritability. And in adults, insomnia, headache, sleepiness, tiredness, nausea, decreased appetite, dry mouth, and constipation. These are not all the possible side effects of Kelbury. You are encouraged to report negative side effects of prescription drugs to the FDA. Visit www.fda.gov/medwatch or call 1-800-FDA-1088.
Though he does have a little more heart. But before we move on to the details, be sure to subscribe if you like watching killers like these teen geniuses get caught in their own lies. That's literally all we do here.
I stopped again as soon as he opened the door. I heard, ow. And that's when I looked. I was driving, so I just looked. My car still driving. I just looked back, and I was like, what the? Then I just looked. I seen him like this. Then when I seen him like that, he was like hopping, trying to, I guess he thought they were still shooting or something. Then he was running, and then I jumped out of the car, threw the car in front, took out running after him, grabbed him. And then he just, when I was about to grab him, he dropped, and I grabbed him. I was trying to find out where he shot at. And then blood was just coming out, and that's when I ran to the car. They was coming, and I jumped, snatched him from the phone. I said, call the police, call the police. I snatched him, that's when I called him. Then.
Okay. Did you see the vehicle they were in?
It was a white car.
White car?
And like I told you, where my car was swinging, they took off up that road. My car was right here, just near me in the car. Then we just heard a shot. And that's when I turned around, I was like, he was going like this, and he was like hopping. And I just jumped out the car, and I just took out running, and he dropped, and I took out running towards him. While I was running towards him, he dropped. And that's when I was standing over, I was grabbing him, trying to see what he was shot at. And I was like, call the police, and I ran back and grabbed his phone. And that's when I was talking, and that's when y'all.
Okay. And did you see which direction this car came from? This white car came from?
No, I just knew it. When I was driving, so I wasn't really paying attention. I knew it didn't come from the front of it, like I was seeing it.
Okay, and do you happen to know what kind of car it was?
Like I said, I think it was a two-door a white one. But I don't know for sure. It was a small car, so I don't. It could have been a small four-door, two-door, but I knew it was white plus that.
You don't know if it's 2 or 4,
but I know it's white for a fact. I'm thinking it's a 2. I'm thinking it's a 2.
There's the windows with a dark tint.
That was a 10. All I seen was like the car pickup that they had.
Can you see how many people were in it by chance?
The windows. I don't think the windows was down.
Okay, you couldn't tell.
No.
Can you tell who who did the shooting?
You know, I was just too focused on who was shot, what it was. But I heard it, but I was like, I couldn't believe it. So I was turned around and I was like, and then that's when I seen him. That's when I looked back, the car was still rolling, and then I stood apart and jumped out and took out running.
Okay. This is difficult, but I need you to tell me the 100% truth. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Does he sell?
I don't know. There's a chance. I'm keeping on.
What you're talking about right now?
Yes,
You're talking about, in terms of crime, a murder is the Super Bowl, World Series, WWE Championship.
I know, like, he got in trouble for it. I heard it before.
No matter what he says, he's not in trouble.
Yeah,
He did.
yeah, it's a chance.
And it could be motive for the reason this happened.
Yeah.
So everything about this is only gearing towards who to put him in jail, whoever did this. Okay. So he's gotten in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how me and him started going to the same school. We started going to South Central. He knows your parents.
Y'all getting together to hang out. But yeah, you are not in trouble at this point. These are your friends. So we're not trying to indict someone. Here's the possibility that y'all were going to do some drugs today.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not asking because I'm saying you do. I'm asking because
I understand. I don't smoke though.
What about your partners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any chance they could be meeting in Dubai?
No. Like we don't.
They're just friends.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
Because I don't want to play like that. If it was some girls in my car, it's because they put in there, but I don't play like that. I'm saying like if he had something, I don't know.
I don't care what we find in that car.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to find anything involving this murder.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if I find. If it involves this murder, then I worry about it. But I don't worry about putting it on somebody. I worry about it connecting me to whoever did it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So far, everyone's stories largely match up. Unfortunately for them, those stories don't match up with the evidence. Like the fact that David was actually shot while sitting inside the car, not approaching it from the outside. On top of that, Terrell has no problem admitting that David may have sold substances. Bakari, on the other hand, insists he had no idea. In fact, he insists he has no idea about a lot of things, something that his mother is starting to question more and more with every passing moment of the interrogation.
I don't get it. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to find out who killed your friend.
Yeah, maybe it's just Dad's knee-jerk reaction. Hopefully,
I think that's what it is.
hopefully it comes off of it because
He's reminding me.
If you can talk to Mama, that would be.
okay. So you're driving up this way, you see him walking. Okay. Do you know if you pulled off of this side of the road or this side of the road to pick him up, or did you just stop in the middle, or what?
You just stopped like right in front of him.
Right in front of him.
Not like I'm in front of you, but like just like, all right, can I stand up?
Absolutely.
All right.
Dude, you're not in trouble. You're not a suspect. I'm asking you for your help.
He like this, like this part in front of him, like so you can like walk up a couple steps and just open the door.
Okay. And you didn't see this car coming from anywhere?
No.
Didn't even notice it, didn't observe it or nothing?
No, sir.
And all you saw that when it's way up here, so when he leaves, did he have to make a big wide turn or a U-turn or anything like that to take off down that road?
I just know that he didn't make a U-turn. You know you got to make a turn. I don't know if you what kind of turn.
Okay.
I don't know. I just seen him like jerk the car to the side, and I just.
Was it a black boy, white boy?
I don't know.
Do you know what part of the car he was sitting in?
I don't know. Just seen a car.
What was the car?
It's a two-door Honda.
Two-door Honda, and you're 100% it was a Honda? Or just a two-door car that you think might be a Honda?
Really two-door Honda.
Had that little in front end to it.
Yeah. I'm familiar with the Accord.
Was it an Accord?
Nah.
Civic?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I told your mom I was going to ask you some hard questions. I mean, here they come. And look, I told your mama this already. I have one and only goal, is to catch the big person who pulled the trigger to kill that little baby boy. And I'm sorry, you're a baby boy too. You're young. In our world, you are. I know you're a grown man, but in our world, you got your whole life ahead of you. So that's why I'm saying that. Was he selling?
I don't know.
I mean, if you knew him, if you knew him to help.
No, I didn't even know him. I ain't never go to school with him or nothing. I just knew we were just going.
Okay.
How many times have you interacted with him in the past? A couple times, 3, 4?
Like, I'll see him at I play basketball. I'll see him at a couple of my games, and that, but I ain't never like talked to him, associated with him.
Out of the three of you, who was his friend?
Terrell.
The driver.
Yeah.
Did he have a swagger about him?
No, he was normal. He
Just calm. He didn't have an attitude.
Yeah, he was chill.
Because again, like you said, we're trying to figure out somebody had beef with him, and that's what we're trying to figure out what the beef was.
And the only other possibility it could be was they thought he was somebody else.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
And the reason he keeps running in and out, he's trying to get this information out as fast as we can, because we got about 5 agencies looking for this car now, including 3 helicopters.
Can I speak with you outside?
Sure. In a minute, buddy, okay?
Being called a baby boy doesn't exactly vibe with the whole gangster thing Bakari is trying to present out on the streets. Neither does having your mommy in the interrogation room with you. But even worse at this point, even she is questioning it.
So long ago, I told you the other day when I was with you, you're talking about murder, you're talking about the crime of all crimes. The shooting was done, but there will be a chance that who the shooter is there. Nothing else matters. Leading up to that crime. And I say that because many investigations involving talking to people, then there were walls of criminal activity. But it didn't matter. Because I was trying to hit for murder. You know what I'm trying to murder. Okay? And if you're worried that we're trying to hint you up, I promise you, we're not trying to hint you up. Okay? I know this is no different. Maybe in retrospect, maybe you know, you have no decent relationship. That would lead to something like this. Word on the street, word in the book, you know, any kind of Twitter, tweets, Snapchat, to the cruise ball.
Why did y'all go to Wild?
Blue, yellow, green, pink, red. Green, red, orange, pink, orange. Green, red, orange, pink, orange. Green, red, orange. 7, 4, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9.
Well, that's not the point. Obviously not. Obviously not.
Okay, so which boy told Rel to pick David up?
I don't know, man.
Who was in the crowd with y'all?
It was just us three. He was like,
So it was us three, and nobody, it just a crowd came out.
I don't know if somebody told him to go pick him up. I don't know that.
Did he get a text on his phone?
I don't know.
Was he Snapchatting?
I don't know.
What was Larry?
We all at a party.
So Larry didn't speak of it already? So it was just y'all three.
We all just got in the car and we just rolled with it. We didn't think. Oh, somebody gonna get shot at day order.
That you didn't. All right, that's exactly why we do this. Because some time in the future, some lawyer's going to ask me if I did a gunshot residue test on you, and I'm going to have to answer them no if I don't do one. So, and that's never a good thing, especially in this kind of case, because there'll be 3 lawyers, whoever I arrest, trying to keep it from answering for what. So this is very simple. It doesn't hurt, doesn't do anything. That little black thing is a sticky pad. Okay. What I'm going to have you do with this one is I'm going to have you hold your left hand up just like this. I'm going to take that sticky pad and do this. And then I'm going to put it back in here. We're going to do the same thing with the right hand. Okay? And obviously knows more because he is the one that got the phone call to go pick him up. And that's,
So that being that you said that, so Barry got the phone number for him to go get what he does. So
I ain't never say that.
Because the other boy told us.
So